It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Steamers' rocket on quarterback. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Steamers and the Golden Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us south of the border to the vibrant capital of Mexico City. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Golden Eagles of Montreal taking on the Steamers of Mexico City. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Mexico City team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Out of the gun, it's Young. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. But you look at this defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Young's throw here taken in by Ingram. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Young. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. To the air once more, Young. And he's got his man on the out route. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone now, Young. is incomplete here.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On play action, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Young on third down. And he lost the football. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win-1 for the Gippers.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Golden Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Young under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
That throw by Young incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They go play action. Young. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down, Young from the gun.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The 13 yards that time of the first. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Again, it's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But you look at this defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. 17-0 our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Young. He's got it. And he's brought down. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Elliott diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And a route is on here in this first half.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st down, Golden Eagles.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Young will set to throw.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Young off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Young. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Golden Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
That's good for Mexico City. 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steamers get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. A first down throw for Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. This is Fant on the short completion. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going right back to Fant. Past the 20. 5. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now back to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steamers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Looking to throw, Young. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
At the 28-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for Mexico City. First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
12 more yards there and another first down. They're going to look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 38-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. This is Fant on the short completion. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 27-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Nick Bosa collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool, 26 yards.
And the Steamers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the... Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
2nd and 9 now.
Touchdown!
Drake London,
31 yards.
And the Steamers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
First down, Young.
Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, give him a yard up to the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
2nd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Here's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
There he goes left side.
Inside the 10. And touchdown. A.J. Brown
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Steamers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the Montreal offense ready to take over now.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Young. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this,
but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Again, this is Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Young will set to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Golden Eagles.
To the air once more. Young. Over the middle. It's complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Now Young. Pressure comes and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit. And let's face it, they don't want to pump the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 4, a little under 1:50 remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Young. Into the hands of Cooper.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Young to throw. Into the hands of Ingram.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now Young.
Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
Meanwhile, Young's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Young's throw going to be caught by Davis.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Young.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Now
in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Mexico City, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Montreal,
they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.